goes a little something like this.
What up, y'all? Welcome to No Fluff TV. I'm the P, and I got another music review for you. You know, I base this on 4 components. The first one is your beats. Does the beat grab me? Is it knocking? Does it create a vibe? Number 2 is the bars and the lyrics. I am from the era where you had to have bars, you had to have slick lyrics, clever lyrics, something that you can understand, visualize, and even feel when you rap. Number 3 is originality. You had to be original. When I was coming up, you had to have your own style. You couldn't bite, so I'm paying attention to that. Number 4 is your playback. When you're feeling, how does this track make me feel overall? Do I want to listen to this again? Am I going through something I want to turn your music on? That's what's important. So that's what I'm basing it on. The first album I'm starting with today is Lucky Daye. It's an LA artist. His album or EP is called 2. It's like the Roman numeral 2. It's only 4 tracks, but I'm definitely sure y'all would like this artist if you like Daniel Caesar or BJ the Chicago Kid. He's a vocalist. He does like an R&B contemporary style. He raps a little bit too, so you definitely get that rapping and singing throughout this EP. Like I said, it's only 4 tracks. I gave it 4 stars overall. I mean, the beats, everything was funky. It definitely had a groove to it. I was definitely vibing to it on the way to work. That's usually when I listen to some music or whatever. So I was vibing to it a whole lot, man. I thought it was pretty dope. I like the genuine reference he had, you know, where they had a little sample and you can hear it in the cadence of when he was singing. So I thought it was an overall dope album, man. It was definitely funky. It was definitely a dope vibe. And like I said, it's only 4 tracks, so go check that out. His name is Lucky Daye, and the Roman numeral 2 is his new EP. And I gave that 4 stars. Next up is an artist out of ATL. His name is 1KPhew. His album is called What's Understood. It's 7 tracks. If you definitely like that trap style sound and music, it's just for you. It's definitely a more positive album. It's definitely something that you can work out to maybe. But for me, I gave it 2 stars. It's not doo-doo. It's not. I'm not saying that. It's just not something I really want to get into. And so this is how I broke it down for him. Beats, I gave him a 3. Bars, I gave him a 3. Just average beats, average bars. Like I said, it's a trap sound, so you can have some heavy bass, some hi-hats, and the sounds with all the reverb on it, and the vocals have got the auto-tune to it. So it's something very average that you hear on the radio. But it's clean, so you can check it out. So what hurt him is originality. It wasn't anything that I thought was like, oh, this is new, or this is something I hadn't heard. It's like the same formula basically to me. And as far as playback, I gave him a 2 because it's just maybe 1 or 2 songs I might check that out, because I think the one he has featuring No Big Deal, I did feel like that song a little bit, maybe because of No Big Deal, but yeah, it was just okay, man. But nothing I want to listen to again. So it's 2 stars. I said go check it out and let me know if I'm bugging. The next album I checked out was Casanova. His new project is Free at Last. It's a BK artist. I'm sure y'all might have heard of him. If not, go check him out. If you like some street music, some like hardcore type sound, because definitely what he did. I mean, he's aggressive sounding, like he's yelling at you all the time. It's not like a DMX where it was like, DMX saying some slick stuff. I ain't really get that from him. It's just kind of like, it's hardcore for no reason in a sense. And so what I was doing this time around for the music reviews, I was going through each song and then rating the song. And then for the most part, for his 6 songs, I gave him mostly 2s, honestly, because it was just it was nothing that really sounded good to me. Now the standout song on the whole project is his single, the one he did with I can't think of the artist, but they had shot a video over in Africa and everything. It's more like upbeat, and I really like that one. That was more like a standout. Again, that song like a 3.5, but overall it was still nothing that really stood out to me. And then it sounded really crazy on one song where he's talking about the girl, and he's basically dissing her like, yeah, it's just about a nut and all of this, but then it's about a nut, but then he's saying like, I love you. It was just so weird to me. It was like, you love the dot you got a nut off of? Hey man, it's a new generation. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. So, yeah, if you like that type of stuff, man, go check it out. Free at Last, his newest project. So the next album I checked out was Papoose. It's called Underrated. Well, Papoose, when he first came out, he was one of the next big thing coming out of New York. So he's known for lyrics and having bars and, doing his, I think it was an alphabet slaughter type thing he did. He was real popular for. And so he delivered, man, the bars. He was definitely spitting. So I gave him 5. As far as bars, the beats, I gave him 3. He had a few beats that I thought was pretty dope, but they were still kind of average. Originality, I say 4. Papoose definitely has his own style. I mean, it's a New York, sound, but it's definitely his own style. And as far as playback, I gave it 3. But comparing it to each song individually, I came up with 3.5 stars. Just because like there were some ones that really stood out, like track number 1, the intro, he was spitting. I mean, bars, man. You had to check it out, man. Definitely. And then I know the second track, produced by DJ Premier. You had to go check it out. I'm not gonna give you the concept of it. I'm just gonna say the concept of it was dope. It's something he did before, but I still think it's dope. Now, it's a DJ Premier beat, so it definitely came through. But he definitely had some good, positive, I guess, conscious sounding songs up there. He had 1 or 2 street songs. Actually, one with Casanova. I guess to create a balance, but overall, it was a pretty positive album. Some good stuff up there. I will say that I like Papoose when he's spitting, on a New York or East Coast beat, and it's about bars. I think Papoose is A1 as far as that. But when it softens up into like a track with, maybe an R&B artist or a softer subject, I don't think his voice translates well. I mean, I think he still delivered bars, of course, because he's a lyricist, but I think it just doesn't sound as good just because of his voice, and I guess maybe his style, it just doesn't translate very good to me. And so it's like, I think it was starting off really good, it was rating kind of high, but as the album progressed, it was like, it's just not coming through as much anymore. So I think that's where he kind of fell short, as far as me. So like I said, I gave it a 3.5. Y'all go check out all these albums. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm bugging. Hit me on Instagram at NoFluffTV. Tell me like, P, you bugging right here. This album is dope. Hit me on Facebook. Same thing, NoFluffTV. Tell me, yo, you bugging right now. This album is fire. Like I said, just hit me up wherever I am. I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, or you can email me at noflufftv@gmail.com. Hit me up and let me know what's up. Even if you want to be featured up here, any local artists, you want to be featured on the music review, send it over. noflufftv@gmail.com. Make sure you go comment or like it below. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom if you want to comment. hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. Alright, I'm out.